Anyway, I already forgot the chorus to Benson Boone. Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I am very excited to come at you guys with it's time for a monthly book haul. One of my favorite videos to film / watch on BookTube. And this video is because of this shirt. I went to Yallwest at the end of April, and oh my goodness, it was such a fun time. Thank you to my mama for taking me and for being my partner in crime, for helping me get some ARCs. Yay! I'm so happy. So this was my second year, kind of my first year, because this year was a lot better than my first year. I was a little grumpy towards the end of the day just because I haven't had food, you know. I guess you can call that hangry. But nonetheless, I wanted to come on here and show you guys all the books that I got in the month of April. Generally, this would not be a large book haul for this month if it wasn't for Yallwest. So my mom got me this cool white shirt. It just says Once Upon a Yallwest. And then my mom also got me a sweater that I have next to my beanbag just in case I'm cold, and it just says Yallwest across it. I really am in love with these two shirts. Let me grab my book that I'm currently reading, and then we'll jump into that, and then we'll jump into the actual book haul. So, the book I'm currently reading, and I'm actually hoping to finish this one tonight because it's such a fast-paced read. I literally read half of this book just today. I woke up, I wanted to start this at 6 a.m. when I got up, and I'm already halfway through, and it is what? Almost 6 p.m. Almost 6 p.m. It's 5:50 right now, and I am almost finished with Anderson and Bloom by Jennifer Dugan. This is Jennifer Dugan's newest release that just came out in the month of March, and this was my book club pick for the month of March, but me being me, I sadly didn't get to it in the month of March. But I'm kicking my feet and being pissed off at myself for not getting to this sooner, because not only did I knew this was sapphic, I didn't know this was a small town setting, and it also is ex to lovers, so like going back to your ex and they're falling in love. I'm very intrigued with how this book is going so far. Again, this is the reason why I pick up contemporaries when I'm feeling slumpy, is because I read 2 great fantasy sequels back to back in the month of May already. Both of them are library books. One of them is right here. I finished reading Queen in the Night Sky last night, and I literally said to my group chat, I was like, I honestly don't know what to read next, and that's scary because I have a huge May TBR coming your way. This is on that May TBR, so yay, 1 book off my TBR already. And once I finish this, I'll put my review in on NetGalley, and then hopefully my NetGalley score could go up. At the time of me filming this video, I'm on chapter 12, page 140 exactly, so I'm like literally halfway through. I was listening to the audio while getting ready to film for you guys today, so I'm not sure how far I am exactly, but if I finish with it, editing me can let you know. If not, you'll just see it in my wrap-up. I'm sure you'll see this in my wrap-ups coming soon. Okay, let's start off this book haul. Oh, my little dragon fell. Aw. Anyways, I'm trying to make sure my paperback stays still because the last time we did that, it fell everywhere, you know? Okay, let's jump into this book haul because, look, this all down here is everything that I got in the month of April. I'm literally surrounded by books right now, and I'm just like kind of stressed out about it because I'm like, do I have room on my shelves for you guys? At Yallwest, I got 20 books signed, which was amazing because I wasn't expecting to get all my books signed. Well, actually, that's a lie. I was expecting to get like half of my books. I told myself, I was like, oh, I'll probably get 36 books, you know, because the first year I went, I got 40 books signed, which was really amazing. And then this year I was focusing more on arcs because I really wanted a bunch of arcs, and I got 5 of them. So let's start out the book haul with those arcs. So the first one I got was a chapter sampler for Sunderworld Volume 2 by Ransom Riggs. This is the sequel to Sunderworld Volume 1. This is the cover of Book 1. And then this is obviously cover of Book 2. I'm not sure if I'm going to read this one yet, just because it is a chapter sampler. And I generally don't read those when I receive them in the mail. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see what happens in Volume 2. And this doesn't come out till October 13th. So I still have a long ways to wait for this one. But Penguin Teen, if you want to send me a PR box for Book 2, I'll be down. And then, let's see, where's my arcs at? Okay, I actually see my arcs. I should have put these in the order that I wanted. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my 5th arc? Is it here? Hello? What's my 5th arc? Please hold as I figure this out. I think I only have 4, because one of them... Oh, no, the other one's right here. I lied. I have 5 arcs that I wanted to share with you. Most of these are thanks to Penguin Teen from the publishers. So they did a couple arc drops, and what's cool about them is a lot of the staff recognize me. So hi Felicity, hi Astrid, if you guys are watching this. It was funny, the first arc drop was for Jennifer Dugan's Girls Like Us, and I already have an arc copy of that one from Penguin Teen. So when they were handing out tickets, I was like, hey Felicity, can I get the arc of Julian Winter's new book? And that's exactly what I did. I got the arc of Julian Winter's new book. This is Find My Way Down to You by Julian Winters. He's quickly becoming a favorite male author for me. This one says, I love Gone Too Soon, one chance to get it all back. August Clark is desperate to move on after the sudden death of his boyfriend left him devastated, aimless, and guilt-ridden. Years after the tragic accident, August mistakenly stumbles into a world beyond his own. In the stark contrast to his gray existence, the underworld is a lavish, extravagant place full of mystery and a flurry of charismatic gods curious about August's arrival. Curious to see what this one will be about. I sadly didn't get this one signed by the author just because Julian wasn't attending Yallwest, but when I heard that they had arcs for this one, I screamed because this is my book club pick for the month of August, and I can't wait to read this early. I'm buddy reading this with my friend Robin in the month of May, so very stoked. Oh no. The next one I was super stoked to meet because I've been following this author on BookTube for quite a while now, and she actually signed my ARC copy, and that is The Secret World of briaor by Cindy Pham. This is a YA queer Sleeping Beauty retelling, and it's a sapphic love story as well. I don't know too much about it except that, and I kind of want to go into my books very blind, and Cindy you were so cool. I love meeting you since I've been watching you on BookTube. It's been many years now in the making, so you honestly made my day, Cindy. I love you. Anyway, she also signed this one for me. She said, Drew, dream big. And then, of course, it's her signature. So I will add this into my signed copy shelf. Generally, I don't add my arcs into my shelves, but it's signed, so I have to. Next one I actually got this on the first day of Yallwest, and that is But I Hate Him by Paige Powers, I think is the author's last name. This is a YA male love story that's set in college, and I don't know too much about this one except it has rivals to lovers trope in here, and there's a little bit of a war going on between the two main characters, so I'm not sure too much about this one, to be honest. I was really excited because this was my first arc that I grabbed at Yallwest. This one comes out August 13th, I think. Oh no, August 25th. I'm sorry. This one comes out August 25th as well, so I'm super stoked to read this early. Maybe I'll read this in May, maybe not. Maybe I'll save it for Pride Month and do like a queer reading vlog if you guys like that. And then speaking of more sapphic books, we got the haycthin Labryinth by Jamie Paxton. This is the sequel / companion novel to The Absent Underground, which I read the year it came out, and I absolutely loved it. I was able to get an author interview with Jamie Paxton because of The Absent Underground, and then when I heard that she was attending Yallwest, I was so freaking excited. Because I met her previously on Instagram. She also recognized me the minute I was in her line, and she was so sweet. She gave me a giant hug, which I love that. But she also signed this art copy here. She says, "To Drew, all magic begins in the stars." Like, how cute is that? I can't wait to read this. I won't say the summary for this one just because it is kind of like a companion book to The Absent Underground. But please pick this series up. This comes out June 2nd of this year. And then the arc that I wasn't expecting to get, but my mom was in line with me, and so Felicity asked my mom if she wanted to get an arc during the arc drop, and my mom was like, I never got one before, so sure. And so my mom got To Drown a Witch by Lindsay Olsen. This is a YA debut novel that comes out July. I'm not sure what the exact release date is. Editing me would have to put that on the screen here, but this comes out in July. So basically all these books come out in the summertime. I'm hoping to read these early for you guys because I got them at Yallwest. This one's not signed, but when I heard the summary of this one, I was so stoked. I was like, yes, please, I need this in my hands now, and somehow it landed in my hands. So I'm very stoked to have this in my possession. Okay, that's all the arcs I got at Yallwest. Let me show you a romance series that I found at my library. I found a romance series all for $1 each, and I was like, $1 for the paperback, and I was just like, sold, let me get them. And so I got the whole series for The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. I don't know which order is which, but I did recently read The Wedding Date in the month of March, and in the month of April, and I really enjoyed it. This is so steamy, so fun, 4-star read. And then I don't know which one is next in the series. There's The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory. There's the Party of Two, and then The Proposal. I think The Proposal is next, if I'm not mistaken, but I definitely will be reading the series throughout the whole year, just because I have them now. And when I saw that these were literally $1 each for paperbacks, I was like, yes, please, you are coming home with me, because I actually wanted to try this author out. I read by the book by Jasmine Guillory and now The Wedding Date, so this is 2 for 2, and then I have the rest of these to read and catch up on. So hopefully I'll love these. I think these all follow different characters, if I'm not mistaken, but they're all centered around the same universe, if that makes sense. So really cool that I found these at my library's book sale. And then jumping into my Book of the Month picks, we got a lot from Book of the Month. So let me see. You'd think I will be more organized, but I'm not. And I'm so sorry about that. Okay. I did a Book of the Month unboxing on my TikTok, which I'll leave down below if you want to check it out. But these are the books that I got from Book of the Month. I got This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me by Ileana Andrews. This is a first of a YA series or adult series. It says, page-turning, intrigued, portal fantasy, and world-spanning romance join forces in the most epic adventure yet. Intrigued. I'm sold. I'm ready. And then I have The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clark, also known as V.E. Schwab and Kate something. I forgot Kate Clark, I think, who's the author's last name. This is Lala from Books and Lala's book club pick for the month of May, and I have the audiobook of this one checked out from my Libby, so I'm really excited to listen to this one this month. This one you'll also see in my May TBR, and that is Bloodbound by Elise Hunter. This is the first book that's all over my For You page. Like, everybody and their mother is talking about this book. Look how gorgeous these sprayed edges are. Like, hello? Yes, please. And then we got beautiful beautiful artwork on the in papers. And then Book of the Month did something really cool this month. I don't know if they're going to do this with all their books. I wish they would. But there's an alternate dust jacket here, too, for the book cover. So if you want the red one, you can stick with the red. But if you want the blue one, you can change it to blue. I might change it to blue. Or honestly, I might save it for the red part because I don't have a lot of books that are red on my red shelf. And so I might just stick it with the normal cover, even though the blue cover looks pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. All I know is this is the first of a new romantasy series, and I don't know how many books are gonna be in it. I think 5, but I could be wrong. And then I got The Book Witch by Meg Schaefer. I'm very excited for this one. I read The Lost Story by her last year, and I really loved it. So when I saw a Book of the Month had a copy of this one on their website, I was like, snag, you are coming home with me. And then I also got Best Offer Wins by Marissa Canocio. I'm so sorry for butchering your last name. That's totally not how it's pronounced, I don't think. This is an adult thriller contemporary mix. I've been hearing mixed reviews about this one, but again, Lala read this for her book club recently, for the Literary Dead book club, and I didn't get around to reading it in the month of March just because my box came mid-month. I mean, I could have read it soon because it was so short, but I might be reading it this spring, and hopefully I do. If not, I'll save it for the fall season because I feel like thrillers are the best month for fall. Okay, let's continue on the train with our book boxes. For Allurial, I wanted all 3 books for the month of April, but sadly 2 of them were sold out the minute I got on the website. The only one that wasn't sold out was this beautiful edition of The Wicked Sea by Jordan Stephanie Gray. This is a first book of a new adult romantasy trilogy, I think. Look at these edges. Like, what? You kidding me? Honestly, I might be canceling this book subscription box just because they're so expensive, but like, yet they're so beautiful at the same time. Like, it's hard to decide which of these boxes I want to keep and which one needs to go away. But for now, I think I'm going to take a little break from Allurial because I haven't read any of the Allurial picks yet, and I feel like I need to do a vlog of trying to read book boxes for like a week only. If you guys like that idea, let me know down in the description box because I do have a lot of like first books of series, you know. I think that's why I haven't picked them up yet because I'm trying to complete so many series this year. But nonetheless, this is so pretty. I'm so excited to read this one. I think it's like a Little Mermaid retelling, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it sounds like it's a Little Mermaid retelling, and I'm so stoked. I want to know nothing about this one. My April Owlcrate box was To Steal a Throne by Gabby Bruton. This one was actually on my Amazon wishlist, and I was so happy to say that I got this book from Owlcrate because, again, another month of gorgeous books, like sprayed edges all the way around. And then there's beautiful artwork. Well, not beautiful because this is a creepy scene, but there's artwork on the end paper, and then beautiful artwork on the actual cover itself. The quote is, "Magic must be fed, mine feeds on lies." The back says, "Hey, his true opponent is me, and I don't play games, I win." Dun dun dun. And then there's also this cool reverse dust jacket for the book itself. And then, of course, it's signed by the author, which I love that because sometimes they pick new to me authors or sometimes they pick from authors that I've read from before. But this is the first book of a new duology that I'm really looking forward to reading. So again, hopefully sometime this spring, if not, definitely in the summertime. I don't know too much about this one either. Generally, I go into my books very blind. So if you want summaries for these books, you're on the wrong channel. I'm sorry. And then my Aardvark books, I was a little disappointed with Aardvark in the month of April. They had one of the main picks as a signed copy, but by the time I got to my paycheck / time I got to the website, the signed copy edition was sold out, but you can still get the like special edition of it just without the signature. And I was like, that's okay for me. I was a little disappointed when I found out, but I got 3 books. So the main pick that I got that I really wanted so badly was Japanese Gothic by Kylie Lee Baker. This is the one that was like the special edition and also that was signed. Sadly, my copy's not signed. Oh, I have hiccups. Sadly, my copy was not signed, but I still got like the special edition portion of it. So we got these cool swords on the front. On the back, there's a quote that says, "The way of the samurai is found in death." I don't know too much about this. Again, I'm going to repeat myself unless you guys want me to read summaries of these. I feel like I shouldn't read the summary of this one because this is on the rage right now. Everybody and their mother is literally reading this book. There's mixed reviews for it, of course, with like every book I find. But nonetheless, this was on my April new releases list, and I was so happy to say that Aardvark has it. Also, and so I'm so happy to have this one in my possession. And then these next 2 are new to me authors. One of these is based off our book recommendation from Gabby over at Gabby Reads, and she recently read and loved and like adored this book, and that was Starship by Kat Sebastian. All I know about this is that this is set in a reality TV show with male romance in it, and that's honestly all I need to know. I don't know too much about it. I just want to go into my books as blindly as I can. And then look at these pretty hardcovers. Like, yes, please. I love the way they feel. They're just like a matte cover, you know. This will be my first book by Kat Sebastian, so I'm really excited to see what they have in store. Is it he or she? I don't know, to be honest. I should research that. It's she. I'm so sorry. I'm really excited to see what Kat has in store for me. I've been hearing her name going around BookTube for a while, but I just was like, oh, I don't know if romances are for me, you know? And then I heard this one was queer, and I was like, queer reality TV show? Yes, please. What more do I need? And then speaking of reality TV show, this one is set in space. In space. Like, what? And that was Love Galaxy by Saria Brenham, I think is the author's name. I'm so sorry if I butcher it. This cover drew me to the book first. It's such a pretty purple cover. The tagline says, "Here for the right treasons." Dun dun dun. And this is book 1 of a new series, it looks like, so that's really exciting. This one follows a young character named Timmy who is stuck in a dead-end job, and she gets this golden tickets to be on this show, and then she goes through like a competition setting, I feel like. This one I didn't know too much about, except when I read the synopsis online. I was like, you're coming home with me. Yes, please. Okay, the 2 books that I bought while at Yallwest were 2 books that are actually debut authors, which is funny enough that I bought them there. One of them was Deathly Fates by Tessa Tassi. I should know how to say this because I met Tessa. I'm so sorry. This one is a YA fantasy debut novel that came out in the month of April. She also signed and she stamped my book, which I thought was really, really cool. So this one will be added into my signed copy shelf here pretty soon. I don't remember too much about this one. It says Bounded by Death, Marked by Love. A lot of my favorite authors like Zirandre Zhao, Chloe Gong blurb this, Amber Chen, like so many of my favorite authors blurb this one, so I'm really looking forward to this. I did see a negative review about this recently, and I'm a little nervous now reading that negative review, but hopefully for my personal taste, I would love that I will love this book. I hope I do, because it was kind of expensive in Cali. I'm not going to lie. Another book that was kind of expensive to get in Cali was The Bloody and the Damned by Becca Coffinfinder. Again, I'm so sorry if I butcher your last name. This was actually my book club pick for the month of April. And again, I just haven't got around to reading my own book club picks. I'm so bad and so embarrassed to say that, but I haven't yet. But it was really cool because Becca recognized me from Instagram because I messaged her. I was like, hey, is there going to be any finished copies of your books? And she was like, actually, there will be. There's a little bookstore that they had there. And she signed my book. She says, to Drew, no saints without sinners. Like, how cool is that? So now I have a signed copy from a debut author. I'm really excited to see what this is about. This gives me a little bit of, like, Divergent vibe somehow. I'm not sure why, but it just, the cover feels like that. So I'm so stoked to see what this one has in store for me. Okay, and then the last couple books that I have are just new releases that came out in the month of March and April. So let's just fly through them. These are the last of my books for this haul, by the way. In the month of April, we got a new Twisted Tale novel, and that is Adventures Out There by Liz Braswell. This is the newest Twisted Tale novel. This is What If Ellie, who went up to Paradise Falls. So instead of Carl, it's the wife. Which I always thought that was like a cool question, you know? So I'm excited to see what this has, even though I have a feeling this one might be the saddest of the Twisted Tale series. So again, I don't know too much about it. I'm sorry. This next one is a YA thriller that I'm excited to read soon, and that is What We Did to Survive by Megan Lally. This is the same author as That's Not My Name. And what's funny is somebody, I forgot who it was, I think it was one of the staff members, but somebody in line recommended me to read this author. And I was like, you know what's funny is I have 2 of her books at home, so I might be reading this very soon. Again, you might see this soon, or you might see this in the fall time. But I don't know. This has a deserted island setting in here, and it has a found family trope in here as well, and those are like 2 of my favorite things in books. And I want to read more thrillers, so I saw this at Target for that book sale that happened in April, and I was like, again, you're coming home with me. And then I also got at Target, I got The Beautiful Escape Game by Marissa Meyer and Tamira Moss. This is the newest book by Marissa Meyer. She's an auto-buy author for me, so I'm really excited to see what this one has in store. This one also has really cool sprayed edges. It has keys going all the way around the pages. Wow. Can you tell I'm getting tired from filming? But nonetheless, we also got beautiful artwork on the end papers. There's nothing on the hardcover itself, but nonetheless, this book is still beautiful as it is. And I don't know too much about this isolated setting where characters have to escape from. I don't know. This is from Penguin Teen. It was on my April new releases list that I had, so I saw this at Target, which I was really shocked because my Target doesn't really carry Marissa Meyer books, so when I saw this there, I was like, oh, that's really cool to see. And then the last few books are, so the last one is another April new release that came out this month, and that is The Throne Queen by Sasha Payton Smith. This is book 2 and the finale to the Rose Bargain duology, which I read earlier this year, and I really loved it. I love the banter in this book series so far. Again, haven't read book 2 yet, but look at these edges. They're so like glimmery and shiny and like polarizing almost. Like I don't even want to show the camera because I feel like I'll blind you guys. But again, another book with beautiful end papers, and this has a beautiful cover as well underneath it. Like I just love pretty books. There's so many like cool ones out right now, so hopefully I'll read this soon. If I do read this one soon, I'll wrap up a series for me, so that will be really cool if I can do that. And then second to last book that I have for this haul is Starside by Alex Astor. I'm really nervous for this one because this is a adult romantasy debut author. I read Alex Astor's Lightlark series and I absolutely loved them. And I'm nervous for this because this one has been getting mixed reviews the most out of all my books that I showed you guys today. This is my friend Lindsay over at She's Bookin' Busy's book club pick for her Homey and Homely book club for the month of May. So if you want to join her club, I'll leave it down below. But I'm excited to pick this up in the month of May and read along with my friend Lindsay. Hopefully we'll all love this. I know book 2 is slated to come out in the month of November of this year, which is really fast for a romantasy series. I'm looking forward to seeing what this universe has in store. I just been hearing mixed reviews, so I'm just a tad hesitant on that. Another book with mixed reviews, but I think I'm going to be buddy reading this with my friend Liz here pretty soon. That is Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. This is the debut novel from Jeanette McCurdy. This is her fiction debut. Her last one was a nonfiction. It's called I'm Glad My Mom Died, I believe. Yeah, I'm Glad My Mom Died was her last one, and this one is Half His Age. I was really hesitant to pick this one up just because I was like, oh, this has a teacher-student romance, and I'm not really into that so much. But my friend Liz started this a little bit, not the whole thing, but she started it a little bit, and she said she was intrigued, and she thinks this is something I might love. I don't know if it will be. We'll have to find out, and I'll let you guys know. But nonetheless, I finally got a copy of this before it got sold out, like the first book she released sold out. Because I remember when I'm Glad My Mom Died sold out, I could not find that book for like a whole year until like last year. So I'm really happy that my local Target had copies of this book, and that it was 30% off when I got it. So that was really cool. But again, a little bit of a hesitation with this one because it is a teacher-student romance, and I'm not really into that. But nonetheless, I hope it's good. So there you have it. That is everything in my April book haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you made it all the way through the end of this video, let's leave a sword emoji for Starside. I'm really excited to read that one, even though it has mixed reviews. And without further ado, I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. Have you read any of these books? Let me know what your thoughts are, spoiler free. Which of these books should I pick up next? Because I've only read 3 of these books, I believe, if I kept track of that for you guys. But nonetheless, I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. I hope you all have a great day or night or not. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, turn that notification on so don't miss any new videos from me. And give me a big thumbs up, as it always helps me out with my channel. And I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye!